Okay, let's get started with DS-158 here. Make sure you're only using black ink if you're going to do a handwritten application. You can also type on this application as well. And if you ever make any mistakes, don't just scratch out the mistake or anything like that. Actually start over, get a new application, and begin from the beginning. They don't want a bunch of corrected errors on this. They want to see a nice, clean application form. Okay, we're going to start right here with our last name. Let's use big block letters so it's super clear. We'll say our last name is Smith. First name will be Ken. Middle name, David. In number 2, they want you to list your date of birth. That will be in the month, date, year format. So if our month were April, we'd say 04, hypothetically day 15 of the year 1997. Notice how we're using hyphens in between the month, the date, and the year. For your place of birth, they want to know the country, the city or the town, and the state or the province in that order. Let's pretend our country is China. We'll hypothetically say that's in the Guangdong city or town, and I'm pretty sure that's in the province of Canton. Now for number 4, they want your permanent address here. They don't want a mailing address. They want where you're actually living, and they also want your telephone number. For the permanent address, they also want you to include your apartment number, the street, the city, the state or province, the postal code, and the country that it's in. So because I know the American postal code well, I'll just say hypothetically we live at 123 Main Street. We'll say that's apartment number 6 in Townsville, California, zip code 00000. That's in the USA. And for the phone number, make sure you include the country code. So for the USA, that would be +1, and then the rest of your number 555-555-5555. For number 5, they want your current email address. Which one do you use the most, and are you going to get notifications for, just to make sure you stay up to date should they send you any emails. That might be K123s@fakeemail.com, except make sure you include your real email, not a fake one. So in number 6, they want your aliases. They want to know what other names you've gone by, including the name that you have in your local language and the code name that you used with your supervisor. So if you've had any aliases, make sure you include them here. And if you can't fit them all, you can always attach an additional sheet of paper as well. I'm codename Talon. Okay, now we're going to get started with our work experience section here. And I believe they give us 4 places to write in our work experience. Again, if you have more than that and you find that you can't fit it all in what they provide us, then you can just attach an additional sheet of paper and include it there. So in every work experience section, we're going to start off with our job title. So you should know what your own job title was. Just make sure you write it in that section there, and make sure you include over here the dates when you were actually employed. So from right here, you have the date in the month, date, year format, and this is going to be the date that you started employment here and the date that your employment ended. And in this case, we want to start with the most recent experience. So this will be the job that you most recently had, and then we will descend from there chronologically. So this could be the month of November 11-22 for the date, and let's say it was 2021 until June 06, the 7th, 07, 2022. And here they want to know who your supervisor was. They want to know their name, so you should include that first. It should be their first and last name. Then you want to put comma and include their rank after that, comma, and then you want to include the branch of service that they were in. So again, that's highly individualized to you. Make sure you know those 3 precisely. And for more information about your supervisor, they're looking for their email address and their telephone number. So if you can provide both of those, you should. It should be the complete email address and it should be the complete telephone number, including a country code if you are aware of it. And in the final box right here, they want you to include a few things while you describe your duties. Firstly, they want you to write down a few items that you did when working for the supervisor. So what were the items that you did? Include them here. Make sure you write your duties as specific as you can. It doesn't have to be overly detailed, but we do have to know what you were doing. We also need to know the name of the military base and the town in the city and the country where you and your supervisor served together. So the name of the military base, the town and the country where you were actually performing these specific duties. And lastly, they also want you to indicate the unit in which your supervisor served. So in this box, the things that you should include are the duties and the items that you did while working for your supervisor, the name of the military base, the town and the country that it was in that you were serving, and the unit in which your supervisor was serving. And you can include that in all of these work experience boxes. Lastly, you'll come down here and you will simply sign your name. So this would be Ken Smith something. And then the date should be in month, date, year format. So that might be August 27th, 2022. If you found this video helpful, please hit the thumbs up button down there, and also let me know in the comments if you found it helpful. I really appreciate it.